But this is also where seeing things sometimes get challenging.
Right.
Because, we work with a lot of business leaders. They have big visions and they, see everything that's possible with this product very far down the road. We work with a lot of visionary people. We love big visions, but you said minimal, right? So what's the minimal set of features that needs to be in this first release? So we love big visions, but we really help people start small as is practical to test product market fit. But the one big thing that you always have to wrestle with at this stage is how much money do you have available? What's the budget for this stuff? And how long
is it going to take to build?
Timeline.
All of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of things coming together here. What are some of the challenges that you see with getting everything aligned?
Yeah, I mean the hard thing in this is minimal's relative. So it depends on the nature of the product. It might depend, minimal if you're, a single entrepreneur, there is no preceding product. You have this early vision and you have potentially a new market to explore. You might be able to start with a really small little kernel of features. But if you're a bigger enterprise app and you're facing like a complete retooling of your existing app, it can be very difficult to remove features. So minimal is driven by like all the stuff that is built, and maybe minimal is improving the features that are there in a rewrite, but adding a few features. And we know why, and we've kind of minimized that set of new features that are getting added. So that part is hard. Understanding kind of trade-offs. There's a magic that happens so visualizing it is key. Getting it into columns and rows, like this has to be in the first release. Being able to align that to some sense of budget and time to build. And then pulling your stakeholders into that discussion. What we have found, it can be a challenge, but everybody values the visibility. And there's a magic that can happen to say like, we have to make some concessions somewhere. We have to pull some things out of the first release. It doesn't mean that they won't get built at all. It just means that they're prioritized for a later release and something else has to come in. And I feel confident about making that decision because I have some actual evidence to show and ground that decision. And to those on the product team, we feel confident making those recommendations. But can we bring the stakeholders around to align around that? Having alignment among the stakeholders at that point in the game is absolutely critical. That's the essence of your product strategy, is this is what the product's going to do and what it isn't going to do. And this is why, and we know why. These are the ultimate goals that we're trying to hit out of the gate. And this is what we're going to measure the success of the software against.
And that's why we call it the alignment space.
Yes.
Because you're getting everybody aligned.